What's doing, everybody? I'm Alec. Thank you for watching First Class Fatherhood. Today's guest on the podcast is KYREN GIBSON. KYREN GIBSON has made several videos that have gone viral on social media where he asks his young son, Kyng, questions about finances and real estate, and his son just crushes them. Very inspirational stuff. If you've never seen it, tap the link in the description down below to go check him out. Don't forget to subscribe to First Class Fatherhood, and let's jump into it right now with KYREN GIBSON on First Class Fatherhood. Joining me now, First Class Father, KYREN GIBSON. Welcome to First Class Fatherhood.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right, let's kick it off like this. How many kids do you have? How old?
I got one, and his name is Kyng. He's 8 years old.
Yeah, very cool. What kind of sports or activities is he into?
Right now, he's about to start back in football, and I'm about to get him in boxing as well, so he can protect himself. So.
Okay, that's awesome. If you could, KYREN, please just take a minute here to hit my listeners with a little bit about your background and what you do.
I'm from North Carolina, Asheville. I grew up playing football. I was a big football brain. Always in sports. I had a football scholarship. Let me make it quick and short. Had a football scholarship. I didn't take my SAT before National Signing Day, so I didn't get to go to the school that I wanted to. Being cocky and whatever, just not caring about my academics. And I got into a little school close to home, which wasn't a good idea. Went to school, got in trouble, lost my scholarship. Family was not happy with me. They sent me to Atlanta with my aunt and uncle. Being in Atlanta, seeing all that, coming from a little small town, man, it inspired me. So slowly but surely, I got to where I wanted to get to. So, and all my mistakes, that's what I instill in my son and anybody watching, anybody around me, just so he can learn it early, so he don't have the same triumphs I had.
Yeah, good stuff. I love that, KYREN. And so about how old were you then when you first became a dad, and how did becoming a father change your perspective on life?
I was 20 years old. Yeah, fresh 20. So that, I had my dad. So I ain't gonna lie to you, me having my dad and him being fun and making everything great for me, it wasn't no hard transition. And me being 10 years, I have 5 siblings. So I'm 10 years older than the next sibling. So, like right now I'm 28. My sisters just turned 18. I got a brother that's 16, a brother 15, 13, and the one's 14. So, being changing diapers, man, it ain't that hard at all for me.
Yeah, you had a dry run at it before you got started.
Yeah, I was busy.
Well, what are some of the top values that you're hoping to instill in your son Kyng here growing up?
Honestly, it's more ways. It's a million ways you can take care of your family. It's a million ways that you can be successful. It's not just, music and sports. So I just want to get him in that. That was my problem. I was lost. A lot of athletes, they can go broke and don't know what to do. They don't know what to do, or not even go broke after they're done with football. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? So many people depend on, I'm going to make it, and that percentage is low. So once you say you don't make it, what are you going to do now? And that's what I'm big on with these kids, understanding, everybody loves NFL, everybody loves football, everybody loves UFC, but you got to be realistic with yourself. Somebody's going to be an injury. Somebody's going to be a story. Everybody has a story. Somebody's going to be in one of them stores that they didn't make it. There's going to be a lot of people in that story. So I just need people to realize, and my son to realize that if this doesn't work, expand your brain early so you can make other ways in life and love and find other things, because there's a million things you can fall in love with. So just be open-minded.
Yeah, very well said. And recently I had Brandon Copeland. He's a NFL linebacker for the Patriots. He's also a professor of financial literacy at the University of Pennsylvania, and he always preaches this as well. And you're right. So there's going to be so many that don't make it, a lot more than that do. And I think financial literacy is really something that should be taught at the grammar school, at least introduction to it, and then at the high school level. But it seems like that's kind of left out of everything. And it's the most important thing. We're all going to need to know how to pay bills, open a checking account, and do all these simple things. So I think it's important, especially the message you're putting out. What was the genesis of you doing these videos and putting them out there with your son?
I'm just having fun with my son. Honestly, I wanted to. I'm trying my best to end this, the mindset of people that black men don't take care of their kids. So that's number one. I'm showing we're here. Let's talk about the positive. Let's stop talking about the negative, and then also inspire others. And this part doesn't have to do with anything with color, but inspire everybody. Have fun with your kids. I don't care if it's a girl, a boy, whatnot. Take time with them. It don't take that much. You just take a little time with them outside of school. We can't depend on the school system to just teach our kids everything. We can't depend on giving our kids money in here and sending them to the mall as being a parent. We can't depend, like, it's way more, it's more in depth of being a parent. I'm just trying to show everybody, like, man, like, it's just, kids will learn. They're sponges. If you're going to sit them and keep them, in cartoons and video games all day, that's what they're going to do all day, and they're going to love it. If you open their brain, they can learn and like other stuff. I don't force my son. He's a kid. These days he's like, I want to go play Fortnite. All right, King. But as long as you study, you know what I'm saying? Because this study is going to be what's going to help you take care of your family. And I keep it honest with him. And I just want to, inspire. Instead of always on social media, we seeing, half naked women. We seeing fights. I was seeing some negativity. I want to show some positive and make it spark the brain for the next. So.
Yeah, I think it's very important, Kyren. And I think, the statistics hold true across all races. The fact that kids that grow up with no father or no father figure in their life, it has devastating results all across all cultures. So, and I think, the role of the father has changed so much over the years here. And it's, one of the things I say on my show all the time is we're not babysitters, we're fathers. It's like there's no we play just as an important role as the mother does, and we see that in the results of the kids that are growing up without a dad in their life. And one of the big things too is the discipline that comes from the dad. What type of disciplinarian are you as a father, and is it different than the discipline style that you grew up with?
My dad, I didn't have no voice, so I love my dad to death, but he didn't. He was old school. You know what I mean? Like it was this way, or it's nothing at all. With my son, I try to explain. So if he makes a mistake, I want to know. I want to know his thought process. Just how you got to learn your kids. I want to know, like, why did you think this was okay? And even when he does something good, or when he's just talk to me like, why? Communicate with your kids so you can understand and learn their thought process, so you can break future problems. And because at the end of the day, your kid, it has two parents, and he's gonna be like one or the other, or he could be mixed. So you gotta look at both of you. If y'all are together or not, you still gotta look at what your positives is and what your negatives are. And the mom has to look at her positives, her negatives, and then y'all sit there and work together as a team. And if not, so be it. Some people don't last, or co-parent, or if something happens, that's between God and whatever. Try to build your kid up at the same time. I'm building myself up while I'm doing all this with my son. So I'm teaching myself new stuff as well. I love it. So it's all about just taking our weaknesses and making it a positive. So
yeah, well said. That's one of the things I love most about being a dad. I have 4 kids myself, and they teach me so much more about myself than I think I'm teaching them sometimes. They reveal
yeah.
a lot about who I am, as a person. And so I realize where my shortcomings are and where I got to pick it up. And what kind of resources do you, I mean, now you're one of the resources that parents can use, but what are some of the resources that you use to gather the information to help teach your son this stuff, especially the financial stuff?
Just the people I look up to, you know what I'm saying? I look up, Malcolm X is one of my favorite people on earth. So, like Tupac said, look up these great people that you idolize and learn them so they're not great to you no more. So, anybody you look up to, you gotta be real with yourself. And, some people that I used to look up to, in my past, in real life, situations, they weren't a positive for me. Even though I was looking up to them, I didn't realize the negative effect that they had on me. So you got to be real with what you're looking up to and what you're spilling to your kids. Like racism. Racism isn't taught. I mean, racism isn't naturally into a child. You have to be taught that. So, I just look up things that's with positive, character. Like, Kobe wakes up every morning. He used to wake up every morning 4 o'clock in the morning to get a start on his day. Like, that's competitiveness, that's positivity. Anything positive that I feel like a kid can learn, I'm gonna break it into them. How it is. You got 4 kids, but this world with all this social media and these video games, they're killing these kids. I mean, I'm 28 and video games was killing me. My mom would just say, go in the room, and I wasn't loud. He's a good kid. I'm not making no trouble, but I'm in playing video games all day. Somebody asked me to do work. I didn't want to do no damn work. I wanted to go play video games. So you just gotta break it down to them, man, and just, whoever you look up to, whoever has a positive effect, show them. Even Hitler, I would show my son Hitler and show you this is the negativity of this man's thought process, but learn this man's thought process so you can see why people think like that. You get it? So I just want him to know the good, the bad, the ugly, the real world. So.
Yeah, and I mean, social media does have so many positive aspects to it, but the overwhelming majority of it is negativity. And I've
Yeah.
only been on there since I started the podcast up, and I think it's so important. What we put into our mind is so important because it eventually is going to come out somewhere on the other end when we're exposed to it. And I think one of the guys that I follow a lot is Jim Rohn. A lot of his teachings teachings for personal development, where he would say, beware of the thief on the street that's after your purse, but beware of the thief in your mind that's after your promise. And I think, like, by allowing so much negativity into our mind, it just creates this a terrible mindset. And I think the mindset, that's why I bring so many Navy SEALs on the podcast here, because they have that mindset that's just incredible, and it's always looking for the positive, no matter what the situation is. So I love the fact that you're out there doing this. What kind of plans do you have here for the future of this? What kind of goals? Where are you aiming to go next with this?
I always used to get asked this, and I'm gonna have the same answer. When I was young, they also asked me, like, same thing you just asked me, and my answer was always, I just want to make sure that my kids are straight, and then my grandkids are straight, and that I leave a positive message once I'm off this earth. So whatever comes along with that, I'm gonna just keep doing what I've been doing. It's been working. You know how it is playing the sport. You tell I'm gonna score 50 night. Most people can't do that except Mike. Or somebody great like that. But I'm not gonna put that on me. But I'm just gonna keep. Hopefully, I just keep inspiring the world, man. I'm just trying to inspire and do my thing with my son. So.
Yeah, I love it. I'm going to drop the link to your YouTube channel, to your social media pages. Is there anything specific where my listeners can go to find out more about you?
Yeah, you can go to Instagram. I have my website on there too, with my merchandise and everything. Also, we're having workbooks. I'm creating workbooks for the kids, financial literacy workbooks, and we're having the workbooks. We got coloring books that we got coming out. We have cards where they can learn. We got so much stuff, man. I'm just overwhelmed right now. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff. The link is on my Instagram. When everybody goes on the Instagram, it's KYREN.com, and you can go and check the whole site out. And I just appreciate everybody, for showing love. So.
Yeah, like I said, I'm definitely going to drop the link. I want to encourage my listeners to tap the link, go check it out, find out more about you. I'm excited to see the future of where you're headed with this. And the last thing I want to ask you here, I love to ask all the dads that I get on the podcast, what type of advice do you have for that new dad or for that about to be father who's out there listening?
Honestly, it's fun. Being a dad is fun, man. If you know how to master it, and it's not perfection. Ain't nobody naturally just a great dad. You gotta learn your kids. It's gonna be, with my dad was great, and he's my best friend now. But when I hit puberty, we had a little rival. But I love everything he taught me because it made me the man I am today. So to all the new dads, man, just love your kids, learn your kids, communicate with your kids, and let them have a little voice so you can understand them. If you don't let them have a voice, you're never gonna know your kids, and that's one thing you do not want to ever have, not knowing who your kids are. So.
Yeah, very well said. I love the message. This has been a lot of fun for me. I got to say, KYREN Gibson, you're a first-class father all the way, and thank you so much for giving me a few minutes of your time here on First Class Fatherhood.
Appreciate you. Thank you.